Hey guys, my name is John. Today I'm going to be doing a review, juice review. You'll find most of my videos will be based on juice. That's really the aspect of vaping that kind of gets me the most. A bit about myself. I've been vaping about three and a half years now. Started off like everybody else on an ego. Slowly moved up to better egos, and in the last maybe year and a half I've gone more towards sub-ohming, which is pretty much all I do now. I use a lot of tanks and drippers. So today I'm going to be doing a review of the Vape Swag e-liquid. Now there is a big range there. Basically this one is the Chewie Cherry, which is based on, the Vape Swag is all based on basically a Star Wars theme. Which is the first thing that initially caught my eye because I'm a huge Star Wars fan. I got this from a company here in Ireland called Abstract Vape. Their website is www.abstractvape.eu. Fantastic service. Ordered it one day and it was there the following morning. Now I have tried some of the Vape Swag stuff in the past. My personal favourite is Bantha Milk, which I'll do a review of next week hopefully. This stuff I came across that a friend of mine had a couple of mils left and he gave it to me one day. He said try that, it's cherry menthol, which instantly I was like, okay, that's not for me, because first of all I don't like vaping cherry, I don't like cherry at all, and I'm not a huge menthol fan. So he said look, just try it, see what you think, and I absolutely fell in love with the stuff. So it was on special offer last week. They have special offers there from time to time. So, you know, I was straight in there to get it because I really do like this stuff. So, I got a bottle of it. I've been vaping it the last few days. It's all I've been vaping. At the moment, I've got a huge amount of juice that I need to review. I'm just going to show you really quick. I've got a few bottles there. It's basically my TV vapes. It's what I vape when I'm watching the rugby and stuff. So, yeah, so basically, just to talk a little bit about this liquid. So, it's called Chewie Cherry. It's made by a company called Vape Swag. They're based out of the UK. So let's have a look here. So, yeah, so it's handmade from the finest ingredients. PG, VG, nicotine, and specially crafted blend of matured flavourings. So my understanding, now some people say it is, some people say it's not, but my understanding is that this is a 50-50. So it's 50% VG, 50% PG. Generally speaking, I wouldn't vape a 50-50, especially sub-ohm, because it can be quite sharp on the intake. So, but to be honest, I feel this vape's more like a 60-40 or maybe a 70-30. The other one in the range that I got this week was this stuff, which is the Sour Jawa, which I'll be doing a review of tomorrow. That's much sharper, but this stuff, it's sharp anyway because it's you know, menthol is a sharp vape anyway. But I gotta say this is very, very smooth in both a dripper and a tank. I do feel it's more of a tank juice. I've been using it in the iSub-G from Minikin, which I will also be reviewing soon. So yeah, it is definitely more of a tank juice in my opinion, but it is beautiful from a dripper. The flavour is incredible from a decent dripper, good airflow, and it actually chucks pretty good too. You get some good clouds from this stuff. Now one thing that's amazing about it, that colour is just incredible. Vape Swag, their colours are awesome. The Bantha Milk, it used to be bright blue, but now it's changed to clear. Something to do with a change in the ingredients. As you can see, the Sour Jawa is like a, it kind of looks a bit brown in the video, but it's like a bright yellow. It's nice. It's good stuff. Smells delicious as well. So back to this stuff. Yeah, I've got a few mils gone. I've been vaping it quite heavily. I've gone through a tank of the iSub-G and I've been dripping it non-stop for the last maybe 4 or 5 days. So it's quite long-lasting stuff. Doesn't burn up really quick like a lot of other juices do. As for price range, it is in around €15 mark for a 30ml bottle. Sorry, about $17.50 I think for a 30ml bottle, which is a bargain. Considering it is, in my opinion, a premium liquid. I really like it. It doesn't come in a fancy glass bottle with a dripper or with a dropper, but who cares? You know, it's at the end of the day, it's all about what's inside the bottle, and that stuff is really nice. So I'm just going to vape it. give you an idea of what the flavours I'm getting are. Now, obviously, everybody's going to get different flavours. That's always the case. Some people get a very strong cherry, others get a strong menthol. Some people mention other things like aniseed in there, which I don't get. I don't think there is any in there, but that's what people get. So I'm vaping this on the Sigeli 150 watt with a WOF photo, I think that is. Now, the coils I'm using is just a twisted 22 gauge. It's reading in about 1.4, and I'm vaping this at... I'm actually going to keep it quite low for the purpose of flavour. So yeah, in about the 60 watts there, I'm going to vape this on. So I just stripped this up before I started the video, so I'm just going to show you. Sorry about the video quality, but here it goes. So as you can see, that chuck's pretty good, especially for a 50-50. You know, 50-50 blend, I guess the good thing is the flavour. With a higher VG, sometimes you do lose flavour. Flavour-wise, on the dripper, it's really, really nice. You do really taste everything. I find when you're using an RDA, you do get more of the cherry. It's not a very sweet cherry. It's more, it's borderline kind of a sour cherry more than a sweet cherry. So that's what I get when I vape it from the dripper. Now, if I switch over to the tank, now I'm just going to use the I sub G. There's not a whole pile in there because I was vaping it all day today. But I'm going to switch over and see the difference. Even from an I sub G on their standard 0.5 ohm coil at about 50 watts, it vapes really, really good. It's incredible actually. It's a fantastic little tank, which I'm going to do a review of this week once I get a few new coils and stuff, so I can do a full breakdown. But yeah, check it out on the tank. So yeah, I find, to be honest, 90% of the time I think everybody will agree that flavours out of a dripper generally are better. I prefer it in the tank. Now, this is a particularly good tank. I'm not going to get into this now, but for 30 quid, it is fantastic. It really, really is a great tank for the money. The airflow is phenomenal. It's, in my opinion, better than the Sub-Tank Nano or Sub-Tank Mini, which I'm a huge fan of, but this is a great tank. So the airflow is fab in this. You get a really good hit. I have yet to get a dry hit from it. The design is fantastic in this tank, so it's perfect for this liquid because it is quite a thin liquid. Obviously being a 50-50 it will be. So it does vape lovely in the tank. But as you can see, the vapor production is fantastic. And that is coming in at, I hope you can see that, 0.5 ohms. It's fantastic. Now, flavour wise from the tank, you get that really sweet cherry, definitely. The menthol, it's more of an aftertaste for the menthol. You get this really nice cool hit in the chest. It's not too sharp, it's not too strong. It's just an all-round nice flavour. I would probably set aside a tank for it because it is extremely strong. I had it in the Sub-Tank Mini and I swapped out the liquid, and you could still kind of taste it in the other liquids, so it's probably a good idea to have a tank set aside just for vaping this stuff. So, you know, same as when you're using anything, aniseed, Redis there or something like that. It is a good idea to keep something separate for it. Because you do kind of need to wash it down really well before switching to another liquid in your tank, so it is a good idea to have a separate tank for it. Overall, flavour wise, I would give it probably an 8 out of 10 for the flavour. It is an acquired taste, I think. Not everybody's going to like it. If you like to have the odd menthol vape, if you're not a huge menthol vapor, and I know that is very much on a person-to-person basis, some love it, some hate it. If you're not big into your menthol, it's probably the way to go if you want to have the odd menthol flavour, because it's not overpowering menthol. I found I used to get headaches from menthol, same as I do, but I do from chewing them and stuff anyway, so that's just me, that's the way I react to menthol flavours. But I've been vaping this stuff non-stop for 3 days. That's all I've been vaping, a little bit of the sour Java too, but that's been my main vape, and I've been so impressed with it. I would definitely recommend it as an all-day vape. It's not too sharp at all. You know, you really get that nice nicotine hit from it. That's a 6 mg. I range between 3 and 6 depending on why I'm vaping. If it's my all-day vape, it's a 6. If I'm looking for a flavour vape, I generally go for a 3 because I like to get you know, a nice long vaping session when, you know, if I'm watching TV or at work. I'm a photographer, so I spend a lot of time in front of the computer, so I do like a nice flavour vape. But that is a fantastic all-day vape. It's extremely long lasting, really good value for money. I mean, like, I've had that bottle since probably Thursday, I think Thursday. Yeah, because we had a postal strike here on Friday, which screwed everybody up for their weekend vapes. People who were waiting on vape mail on Friday were massively disappointed. But yeah, I got this Thursday morning. As you can see, there's not a whole lot on, and I've got a lot of vaping out of that stuff. Really impressed with how long it lasts and how good it hits, and you know. So all in all, I would give it an overall score of probably 8 or 9 out of 10, which is, you know, really good, because we all find that one vape that we like. I find, you know, you do get sick of vapes, especially when you're getting a 30ml bottle of something. You know, I've got so many half-full 30ml bottles, because you do get sick of it, and the taste just kind of gets annoying. But this taste, this flavour, it's not overpowering. It's the kind of thing where, like, if for example, I've got this stuff here that I got from a friend of mine in the States. I'm going to do a review of this as well this week. It's 4th Street Craft Vapory, and it's French toast flavour, which I thought was kind of weird. It's basically, what would you call it? A maple syrup flavour, kind of not honey, but yeah, more maple syrup. Very sweet, not very custardy or anything, but it's a lovely vape every now and again. It's very, very thick, treacly kind of stuff. Vapes beautifully, but you get sick of that very easily, because it's very sweet, very, you know, heavy vape. But this, perfect all day vape. I will definitely buy more just to have, because I really, really am impressed with this stuff. Also, just to give a plug, if you are looking to buy this in Ireland or the UK or whatever, I would definitely go through Abstract Vape. Roscoe is the guy that owns that company, runs it. His stuff is phenomenal. The service is incredible. The speed that you get your stuff, never any delay, which is, you know, a lot that I can say for most of the vendors here in Ireland. You know, they're all really, really good. They look after their customers over here anyway, which is always great, especially in a smaller country like this, where there isn't a huge amount of access to vaping, to liquids or equipment. So yeah, that's very important, just to mention that. Abstract Vape, I've ordered a lot from them. My friends are starting to order from them now because of how good the quality is. The Vape Swag range is probably my favourite at the moment anyway. I'm a huge fan of this now because I've started vaping it regularly. Bantha Milk, guys. Bantha Milk is just absolutely off the charts delicious. Depends on what you're into, but I think Bantha Milk is a very nice rounded vape that most people will like. This again is an acquired taste, but you know, I find anybody I've gotten to try this, new vapors. My brother started vaping recently. He loves it. You know, a lot of friends of mine really enjoy it, so it is a great vape, and I would definitely highly recommend it. I'll put a link below, so that if you do feel like you want to give it a go, I would definitely say go for it. I'm a huge fruit vapor. That's my kind of thing. Not huge on the creams and custards. Starting to get into it a little bit. And if you like that kind of tart, you know, cool, strong vape, this is definitely the way to go. Sour Jawa the same. Just fantastic. The Vape Swag range as a whole is fantastic. There's one or two I haven't tried yet. I tried Order 66, which is a kind of a banana cream, really nice stuff. Wouldn't be an all day vape for me. Wouldn't be quite to my taste, but it still is delicious stuff. They have a few other ones there. I'm going to pick up over the next couple of weeks and do a few reviews on it.